I hope that the last recording did record, so I can just add the continuation video to this vlog. So let's get rid of webcam controller. So what I want to do is I need to reload the audio player in betheltab.ca because I always like to test everything. Any web person worth their weight in gold will test everything to make sure it's working properly. Because there's nothing worse than to click on something and it doesn't work. That's the worst thing in the world to happen. And then you get frustrated, you get mad, and then you blame the webmaster for not doing his or her job. And so we're reloaded. So let's play the file. It should download and stream pretty much like normal. So it's downloading the file now. There we go. So that works. So we're going to go to the next post. I'll leave the tab open because all I have to do is just change the part number on the next web post. So we're going to go add new. If you're doing a series post, then you don't have to do the add new unless you're just doing the whole series post. Because you don't want to do the separate series posts over and over and over again. I just when I do series posts, I do the series as a table with got one column of sermon icons, one column rather of the sermon titles, one column of the speaker, one column of the date and stuff like that. And you can do tables in WordPress. It's not that hard. It's basically a word processing version of a web editing software. That's all it really is. So the novice user would have no problem doing a WordPress blog. So, oh, don't tell me. 1, 2, check. There you go. Always happens. I'm trying to do something, and my voice hardly comes through. So, anyways, carrying on, we're gonna do basically the same thing. Oh, not 4 H's, not 5 H's. I'll just do a highlight and then overwrite. Many ways of doing the same thing. So highest motivation. Whoa, not 2 I's, 1 I. And then dash, oh, not underscore. I shouldn't have pressed the shift key. Common mistake. Part 2. So do the control is C again. It gets a bit repetitive sometimes. Can't be helped. It's it's one of those things. Okay, I'm just trying to get this microphone a little bit closer to my mouth here, so that way you can hear me. Because at this point, it might not pick up as well as I want it to. Okay, and then Control V, which is the paste. So let's see, double space. So basically the same as the last post, except the sermon information is different and the media URL is different. So then the date's different. So we're gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna better double space it. September. Oops, not J. September. Not September. Heineken would be good right about now, but can't drink and work on the computer at the same time. Just it doesn't happen. They just don't mix. So September 18th, comma, space, 2011. So that part of the puzzle is done. So there's a little mistake in the permalink, but don't worry about it. Once I save it as draft, it'll change. Yeah, it's going to take a few minutes to load here. Oh, there we go. It's loading. It's done. So, oh, I forgot. a very important thing here. That's the bolding. So I just got the cursor on the left hand side here. So I'm just going to highlight mass motivation, John Pichette, etc. and bold it. So that part is done. And hopefully Pastor Darwin will get these sermon icons to me this week, because I sent him text messages. I told him in person. I sent him a fax early this morning. So there's no excuse. He's got to get it done. Otherwise, I don't have a job. That's not fun. So, like I said in the last post, because today's date is the 18th, all I have to do is change the year in the published date, which makes it easier for me. So I'm so used to tabbing at this point. Clicking OK works just as good. Excuse me. Uh-oh. It's almost 7:30, so I better get a move on here and finish this web post. So media URL http / Deco tab dot, oh, I jumped the gun. I put a slash. That's okay. I just press the left arrow key and it straightens me out. And then I just add the CA. And then just add another / sermons. And press the right arrow key. And then I can just go 2011 / and the file name has this Skaha Sunrise Housing Office. Oops. The Skaha Sunrise Housing Office closes at 8 o'clock at night Pacific time. So I have to basically have everything done, packed up, ready to go before 8 o'clock. So that's motivation 2.mp3. So let's scroll down a little bit more here. Verify. Yeah, the usual suspects. I don't worry about it. It says media URL contains characters that may cause problems for some clients. For maximum compatibility, use letters, numbers, dash, underscore characters only. Well, I'm not going to worry about it. Basically, it does not like spacing. It always adds a %20 for spacing. It's maybe annoying to some people, but that's just the way web browsers work. So I want to uncheck uncategorize. So I want to go scroll down Okay, where are you, highest motivation? Oh, oh, well, we'll just click on the scroll up button until I find it. It is there. Aha, there you go. Good going. And that part of the process is done. So now that I've created the category, I don't have to fiddle around with it too much anymore. So normally I do the Facebook and Twitter posting after I've done the website. Uh, I may do that on my smartphone later, but depending on whether I have time or not. Because I have to give myself at least 10 minutes because of this slow computer to shut things down. So I try and wrap it up between 7:45 and 7:50 if possible. So I do basically the same thing as I did before with the search tags. I won't bore you with the stuff I usually do because everything I do most of the time is repetitive and it can be boring, which turns some people off from web posting. But it's just a fact of life. You just have to live with it, whether you like it or not. It's one of those things that happens. So this is like talking and playing the piano at the same time. Very challenging. It's just like singing and playing the piano and guitar at the same time. So then, sermon title. If if Pastor Darwin gives me the subtitle of parts 1 and 2, I'll add that to each post. Part 1 in the part 1 post and part 2 in the part 2 post. Why do I overtype in that letter I? So that looks like I've double spaced here. Yeah, I did double space. Media sermons 2011 September 2011 motivation. I know that's boring for most people, but like I said in the beginning of the original broadcast, I always like to talk my thoughts out loud. That's how I concentrate. So I always like to review stuff like that. So everything's good so far. I'm going to scroll back up to where it says publish on the publish button. And I'll just, no, I don't want to log out just yet. Because I have to test the web page for which I posted on to make sure that the media URL link is working. I always do that before I do a Facebook post under Bethel Church Penticton or at Bethel Penticton or any other Twitter user that I feel is appropriate to receive that the tweet. So it's coming up with the usual error code nonsense. So I'm going to control tab here. Oh, for crying out loud, it says Norton Confidential, it's crashed. No, I don't want that. So I want to control shift tab, which gets me back to the highest motivation thing. So I'm going to click on the web address bar, and I'm going to go right arrow, change that number 1 to number 2. Do the web post. I'm not even going to worry about cleaning the cache ever. Actually, I'm going to, if I click stop plugin, then it'll cut me out, and I don't want myself cut out like I did the last broadcast. So it's still doing its loading. There's the player. It disappeared. So it's finished loading. And it's loading the stream right now. I can tell by the stream progress bar that's loading. Now it's playing. Good. It will be a different intro and trailer than you're accustomed to hearing, but that was the info, or the intro and trailer that uh, my esteemed Christian friend Colin Toes, he does the recordings for the intros and trailers. I've done one with Windows Media Audio file in the Windows Media Player, so it works. So the posts do work. So I am going to basically log out of the. I'm going to log out of the admin part of the web, the betheltab.ca. So just go down to log out, and I click on log out. It's always important when you're logging into websites that require username and password. Once you're done with them, log out or sign out, because you don't want somebody sitting down the computer and discovering that you are logged in, and then they have to log you out. Or worse yet, do things in your profile that you don't want them. Basically, that's what that is. I'm not even going to worry about clearing the cache and stuff. So I'm going to wrap this up for now, and I'm going to say thanks for tuning into my live blog, and I'll see you later. Merci pour regarder mon blog en direct et à bientôt. Sat Sri Akal, Namaste, Namaskar, Assalamu alaikum, adios, sayonara, Juju, and I apologize if I'm forgetting other people right now. So shalom for now.